What's up everybody, Chris Campbell, KeyGlee Atlanta here, standing in front of our newest flip. This is a condo in Midtown Atlanta. It's on Juniper Street. It's in a development called Tuscany something or another. It's like kind of Italian vibes going on. Looks a little bit like a La Quinta Inn, but I mean, hey, that's okay. The units have been selling in here. We're gonna be selling this for underneath what the ARV is. You know, this is a flip that we're gonna be doing in this market, which is not super great right now, but it is what it is. Like full-time investors have to keep investing. They have to keep doing jobs, regardless of what the market is doing or how it's performing. We just change our strategies, right? We just adjust exactly how we're investing. We don't stop investing. This is gonna be a pretty simple rehab, 3 to 4 weeks in and out. It's somewhere around 800 or 900 square feet. And since it's a condo, the HOA takes care of everything on the exterior of the building. And we just have to work on what's on the inside. It's 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, a small kitchen, little living room. So it's about as easy of a rehab as you can possibly imagine. We're hoping to knock this out in about 3 or 4 weeks. We picked this property up for $160,000. So with closing costs, call it $165,000. I think we're gonna probably put 25, maybe 30 grand into it. That's our goal. And then ARV is somewhere around 300,000, but we're probably gonna try and be smart and list somewhere around 275, 285 to where we're underneath what the other units are selling for within this complex. We'll of course keep you up to date along the way with everything we spend, with all the hiccups along the road and all the challenges that we face. So let's go inside and let's take a look. So here we are on the exterior. We're about to go inside, but the nice thing is this is an HOA, so we don't have to change the exterior door. We don't have to paint. We don't have to do anything out here. So far, before we step inside, our rehab budget is $0. All right, so come on in. Let's take a look. By the way, this is full disclosure. This is the first time I've actually been here. Even though we already closed on it and we ever bought it, this is the first time that I've actually seen it, which my project manager, Steve, keeps yelling at me about. He's like, you have to look at the houses before we buy them. And he's right, I really should. Absolutely right. But I didn't, and so let's go look. Ooh, this place is pretty cute. I like it. I'm not sure what's going on up here with all the vents taped off. I saw that in the pictures that Steve took, but like all the windows have duct tape on them. All the vents are taped off. Like I think they were rocking with like no air conditioning and just trying to like survive off of the insulation of being in a big condo building. But yeah, it's definitely a little bit weird. Let's take a look around and start talking about what we're gonna do in this place. First thing, I wanna check the cabinets and see if they're in good shape. They're decent-ish. This drawer obviously has to be replaced. We're definitely gonna replace the countertop. And there's a weird like wine fridge here, but there's no dishwasher. So we're probably gonna wanna put a dishwasher in place of this wine fridge. I'm gonna take this wine fridge to the office because that's a nice, we'll either use that in another house or I'll clean it up and I'll find a spot to use that somewhere. This fridge we definitely need to haul away because it's beaten badly. I'm not gonna open that too. I've made that mistake before. Oven, we could leave it or we could replace it. It's actually not in bad shape. I would say let's save that decision until the end and decide if we're gonna leave it or keep it. This does not look like it's in great shape. I mean, we're not gonna change the kitchen layout, so I don't think that really matters. I would say if we can keep the cabinets and paint them, that would be best, as that would save a couple $1,000s. But if it makes more sense just to get rid of them and put in new ones with all the other stuff that we're gonna be doing, then it's literally 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. That's probably $1,000. We're probably talking $1,500 in cabinets. We'll see how the overall budget comes together, but $1,500 for all new cabinets that are all fresh and clean, maybe it's worth the spend. Any interior doors that are chewed up and gross and beyond repair, we're gonna replace. These are 6-panel doors. We'll probably replace them with other 6-panel doors unless we're replacing all of them. If we replace all of them, then we'll change to a 1-panel door because it's a better looking door, but I like all the doors to be consistent. This we will definitely replace, this door, because it's broken and beaten up. It says the hot water heater, it was installed in 2013, so that should still be in good shape. I'm not sure about furnace. Looks like maybe 2010, so it's possible that we'll get somebody to come in and inspect that because there's also like some sort of sagging a little bit in this. So we'll see like if that's something fixable or if because they blocked this, was it then like condensation or something was getting inside? I'm not 100% sure, but we'll dig into that. I'm not sure the popcorn ceilings, well, yeah, I am sure because they're like, they're already falling apart. So I think we'll either scrape it all or put up 1/4-inch drywall right on top of the popcorn, and we'll make this all nice, clean, smooth ceilings. It is nice and tall. What is that, like 9 feet? Oh, microwave in the pantry. Not a bad idea. Microwave can also go on the countertop. We'll let the new homeowner decide that. Washer and dryer are in here. This looks like an old beat up kind of rental unit. I think we'll replace, unless the HOA owns this, which I don't think they do, we'll replace this with a nice new stackable, because you're gonna have to have a custom size. Like, you don't want the homeowner to have to worry about figuring out that. We'll just go ahead and make that a part of our appliance package. Maybe if we keep the stove, then that money can go towards a washer and dryer, a little trade-off. This is just a closet. All we'll do in here, because this is the pantry, right? I think we just do new wire racks in here, keep it cheap, just do the wire racks, unless it's not that much more to do the wooden shelves that we normally do. Either way, I think is fine. This will be a coat closet, so we'll just put the one shelf in, clean up all the drywall and paint. Obviously, we have to paint the entire interior, and there's a lot of drywall repairs to do. All the electrical outlets will get replaced, and then anywhere where there's drywall things, we'll touch those up. We'll replace those drywall bits and bobs before we paint. Okay, so we're in here in the living room, and what we'll probably do in here, there's not a lot. Looks like the flooring can be sanded down and refinished. There's a little bit of rot that we'll see by the exterior doors that go out to the patio. That we will definitely want to replace. It's called lacing in, where they take the wood and they just replace the rotten pieces. So we'll lace in some new wood there, but everywhere else we're just gonna sand down and refinish the existing hardwoods, which that's always great that we don't have to put in new flooring. Drywall has a lot of like little nicks and cuts and dings and, you know, some big patches like this. So throughout the entire unit, which again is less than 900 square feet, so it's not that much, but we'll go through and we'll do full drywall patching and repairs and sand everything down, make all the walls really nice and pretty. Then we'll do interior paint throughout the entire unit. We'll just go with a neutral paint color. We're not gonna do anything special or fancy with that. We could potentially do an accent wall somewhere. I would maybe do this wall because it's small and it's in the living room. That could be cool. We already have some wainscoting over here. I think this is still technically wainscoting, but you know, we have some decorative stuff here. We'll keep that, that's nice. We'll just clean it up, sand it down and paint it. So that's great. And then I really love, we already have these shelves. Like all of these shelves here, let's keep these because they're on both sides. They're useful, they're pretty. If anything, like they look like a cappuccino brown. Maybe we paint them either black or we paint them like a light neutral color, or even the same wall color could be cool just to make it all kind of blend in. But yeah, those will be really nice to be able to keep those shelves. Here's where I was talking about with the rotten wood. And definitely this exterior door is gonna need replaced. We'll replace this whole exterior door. I mean, there's big gaps. We'll probably replace all of the door casing around the door will probably also get replaced. And that way new thresholds will be in at the bottom and it'll all be weather sealed and really nice. Speaking of replacement, I think there's a pretty good chance all the windows are gonna have to be replaced. Not 100% sure. We'll take a deeper look once we get all of this tape off. There's not that many also. They are gonna be custom, so it could also be a really long order time, which could suck. But if there's not that many windows, we could replace them all, and then the homeowner has nice energy efficient windows when they come in. We'll get the HVAC system tested first. We'll see like where some other expenses land and see if that makes sense when we get the total budget line item. So we just realized that, well, we didn't just realize, Steve realized this when he walked the property, but outside of the living room windows are 4 air conditioning units for 3 other units and probably ours, which is not the coolest thing to look out and see every day. So we have a couple thoughts. We might build a little 4-foot tall fence or a taller fence and fence it in where we look out the window and see a fence, or we might frost these windows. If we frost them, we probably have to frost them all. I thought about leaving this bank of windows unfrosted, but that might look weird with frosted versus unfrosted, but we can put a frost film in there or a spray frost to where it's not permanent. And if they wanted to remove it, they could. We could frost these windows to where they still get a lot of nice natural daylight, but they don't have to look at these air conditioning units every day. This is one of the reasons why we're probably gonna list on the lower side other than where the market is. We are a first floor unit, which is really desirable, but you know, with that being the patio, that might be a little bit of a detractor for buyers, to be quite honest. Let's take a look outside at the patio and see what it looks like out there. This is what I was talking about the air conditioning units being 4 of them out here. And this is our patio where you want to put some lounge chairs. Oh, we will pressure wash all of this, by the way, and just clean this up and make this nice. The seller left behind a bunch of really cool like outdoor planters. So we'll probably put plants in all of these and stage those, and the air conditioning kicks in. So I don't know if you guys can hear that through this microphone, but that's what the person's gonna have to listen to every time they're sitting out here on the patio, which is not super ideal. So solution, we're gonna put a fence right here, or maybe in front of the window. So maybe we put a fence right here. It'll obviously have to have a gate to where people can the servicemen can get to the HVAC unit, but we'll put a nice tall fence, well, probably just 6 foot tall fence here. And then that'll it'll block some of the sound and it'll block the image. On that fence, you could put hanging gardens, or you can put like hanging plants, or you can put the fake green plant, you know, thing that people do in the restaurants and stuff. That's like a whole wall of like fake plants. There's a lot of things you could do to kind of make it look cool out here, but it'll still give a nice, really cool seating area out here with a bunch of cool plants and stuff. So in the end, it'll be nice. Steve bet me 20 bucks that I wouldn't lick this light bulb. You owe me 20 bucks, Steve. Ew. Yeah. Dusty. One thing that we'll definitely be doing is replacing all of the light fixtures. This is definitely not worth keeping. I don't think there's a light fixture in the entire place that's worth keeping, so we'll replace them all. We'll put a nice ceiling fan or a nice decorative light fixture in the living room. In the bedroom, we'll definitely put a ceiling fan light combo in there. In here, same thing we were talking about. Anywhere where trim needs to be replaced on the baseboards, we'll just replace the baseboard trim with exactly what's already here. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We're just trying to clean the place up and make it look nicer. Anywhere where it's in good shape, we'll just sand it, clean it up, and paint it. So that's about it for that. Let's come into the primary bedroom. So here again, we've got a couple windows. We might want to replace those. We've got a lot of drywall repair, but basically same story in here. Very simple. Clean it up, paint it, sand down the floors, restain. We've got a really nice sized closet. We will replace all these shelving. Oh, whoa. Some sort of magnetic light fixture that don't seem to work very well. Okay, and there's an ADT alarm system in here. I'm not sure if we could potentially keep that if it all functions. We might have to call ADT and have them come look at it and see if it's all in operational order, but that'd be nice to sell it with an alarm system in place. Here's some necklaces, some coral necklaces, and a Live Strong bracelet. So, Live Strong Beach Life, Salt Life, guys. In here, we'll do like a whole new shelving system, custom, places to hang stuff, places to fold stuff. It's a really nice big size closet, so we want to maximize that as much as we can. And the only room left is the primary bathroom. This door is completely spackled in something. Some unknown substance has splattered this entire door. I have no idea what it is. Steve bet me $20 that I wouldn't lick it, and he's right. Like, I'm not gonna lick it, because that's gross and I'm not sure exactly what it is. This door is also like broken off the hinges. Somebody must have really needed to go to the bathroom one night. They came in with a fury. Inside here, we'll put a brand new vanity in. We'll replace this flooring with tile. We'll make this just like a 12 by 24 tile in here, and then we'll do a nice tile for this tub. We'll have to look at the tub and see if we need to replace it or if we can just porcelain coat it. If it's nice and it's in good shape and it's like an old cast iron tub that's really solid, we'll just porcelain coat it. That lasts for years. It's really nice and durable. And then we'll of course put all new tile surround, and we'll put a new glass. Or actually, I don't even know, probably not even spend money on glass. Let's probably just put a shower curtain in, save that little bit of money. We'll get rid of the medicine cabinet, which is kind of just weirdly in the corner over here. And we'll replace this big mirror with like a smaller, we'll do single vanity with a nice round or octagonal or something mirror here. We can leave the vanity light in the middle. I think it's fine. We'll do fan light combo in the ceiling, and then we'll move this light over here. We'll make it a smaller vanity fixture over just the mirror. So that is the entirety of this flip. Like I said, this is a pretty quick one. 3 to 4 weeks, we should be in and out. It's a condo in Midtown Atlanta. We're only doing the interior. I really like this project. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I think this place will look awesome when it's done. Honestly, what I wish we could do is just keep this place and make it a nursing rental. While we were in the parking lot here, we saw 2 different people walk by with scrubs on, and there's a lot of hospitals nearby. This little 1 bed, 1 bath would be a perfect short-term or mid-term rental, because there's a lot of people out there who don't wanna stay in a rent by the room where they share a house with 5 or 6 other people. They want a little bit of privacy. This would offer that perfect amount of privacy, and it's in a price point where that could really make sense. This is a furnished unit, could be pretty awesome. But that's not the strategy for this one for us. We're gonna flip this one. We need the flip revenue, so we're gonna take it that route. And stay tuned. You'll be with us every step of the way. You'll see this whole thing come to fruition. You'll see what we sell it for. You'll see what we spend on the rehab and everything in between.